This is an old video of a duende. Somewhat alleged that this is computer-generated imagery. These beings do actually exist. They're associated with gnomes, pixies, fairies, and the fae. And they're typically associated with mischievous trickster archetypes. Now, contrary to what you may believe, these beings actually do exist, and there's multiple different variations of them. Now, the red caps are said to be malevolent. They're malevolent trickster archetypes that are very mischievous, and not only are they tricksters, but they will unalive you, all right? They're said to be murderous, all right? They get things like knives, sharp instruments, and they will pretty much try to kill you, all right? So if you ever see a red cap duende, run. There's also several good variants of the duende as well. One in particular is referred to as the vento line, which is green with wings, and they're typically said to help fishermen row their boats. There's also some that are referred to as house guardians that are typically depicted as small with wrinkled faces and very bright eyes. These beings are said to actually be very respectful as long as you respect them, and they will even go as far as protecting you and your home. Now, if you go to the Philippines, they'll tell you that the duendes dressed in black are bad and the duendes that wear white are good. Now, my question, period, is where do they get their clothes? Where are these duendes finding clothes they size? The duendes are also said to be guardians and protectors of all children. The Momoyas or Andine are duendes that are said to protect the forest. So if you go in the forest lighting fires and things of that nature and your fire continuously is going out, 9 times out of 10 it's a duende that's trying to protect the forest that consistently is putting that fire out. Or if you notice things happening once you go in the forest and they just don't trust your spirit, you'll notice things happening, things being thrown at you. This is 9 times out of 10 a duende that's the guardian of nature and trying to protect nature from malevolent spirit forces. Now, for the most part, duendes are just like us. If you treat them with respect, they'll treat you with respect. All right, and if you treat them with disrespect, they'll treat you with disrespect. The reason a lot of people can't see these entities is because they're very magical creatures, and they actually have the ability of jumping and hopping in between dimensions. Duende can literally walk right past you and you won't see it because we see less than 1% of the light photon spectrum. But when you tap into things like magic mushrooms or delve into the mycelium network, you will notice that you have more access to the electromagnetic spectrum, and these beings that once weren't unseen become visible. Most duendes stay away from humans due to how low the frequency has gotten on the planet. Our ancestors vibrated at a much higher frequency due to the fact that they had decalcified pineal glands. They weren't attacked with lead, cadmium, mercury, endocrine disruptors, and so forth. So they vibrated at a much higher resonance. As the frequency increases and the magic returns back to the planet due to primordial ley line activation, more of these ancient magical beings are going to begin to return, all right? You're going to begin to see the fae. You're going to begin to see things like dragons. I'm talking about cryptids. A lot of the entities that they claim were fiction are going to begin to surface. I recommend decalcifying and activating the pineal gland, also detoxifying the body and cleansing yourself of all low-frequency parasitic invaders. These are all things to throw us out of synchronicity with our true cosmic primordial essence. I recommend utilization of Ayurvedic herbs like Haritaki that are great for preventing oxidative stress and stimulating more acetylcholine, which is needed to produce neuromelanin and amplify neurotransmitter production. Haritaki has been known for its ability to increase blood circulation to the brain, which enhances delivery of nutrients as well as oxygen to your neurophysiology. I do have the Haritaki capsules available on Holistic Remedies link in bio. Also very important that we're cleansing ourselves of all parasitic organisms. When you think of parasites, I want you to picture archons or demons that manifested in a physical form and took refuge in your avatar. This is what parasites are. This is why it's very important that we're utilizing herbs like black walnut, sweet wormwood, and whole cloves. Those are the 3 primary components that not only kill parasites, but also eradicate their eggs. Once we begin to do that, you're going to notice that your thinking is a lot clearer and that your cognitive function substantially increases. One of the main ways they've been lowering our frequency, cosmic family, is through the food. The food we consume is how they've been lowering our frequency, telling us we need 3 meals a day, etc. That's all technology. If I told you that most of your cravings aren't really yours, they're actually parasitic vampires that send deceptive neurological signals to your neural pathway, making you crave more Snickers, more Oreos, more meat, etc. I highly recommend doing a parasite cleanse. The liquid tincture that I have available on Holistic Remedies is composed of 10 all-natural ingredients that not only kill parasites, but also eradicate airborne pathogens as well as bacterial strains that cause dis-ease in the body. Once we begin to properly purge and cleanse ourselves with the correct herbs, it recalibrates our electromagnetic aura field and allows us to rekindle our inner magic. For all high-quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to Ascension.